Oh, hey, I am Cerius Blaq. This is Serious Slack with Cerius Blaq. I'm the host, and we have other people in here. We're doing still selects. But first, I want to give a shout out to Cookie Mobzter. What's up, man? Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
All right. DJ Switch is back in the house because he likes books too. That's right.
I do love a good book.
All right.
Especially if it's on vinyl.
Okay, we gonna fix him, y'all. And then, of course, our glorious host, Sil, back with another select. What's up? Thank you for being here again.
Thank you. As you can tell from the very yellow logo above my head, I am one part of a duo hosting Connect the Plots with Cylia and Eric, a podcast all about the stories that connect us. He's the writer, and I'm the book nerd, and I'm going to nerd out about another book today. Cookie Mobzter, this is for you, because you told me you like heists. And last time was a fantasy heist, and this time it's a science fiction heist.
Oh, no.
So before I bring the book up onto the screen, I'm going to preface this with, this is a local to Portland author. Full disclosure, we're friends. She is self-published for her speculative and horror fiction. And she also has a new project. Her name's Jessie, Kwak. So her website will be in the show notes, I'm sure.
Yes,
but she also has a new project called the Story Rebel Project, where for those who want to write a book but not in the fiction space. So let's say, Cookie Mobzter, you want to write about the history of articulated toys and how that connects to fandom. She could help you turn this passion into a book to tell people more about your story, as well as why people should care about it. So she's fantastic. Her day job is like being a ghostwriter. So she's got skills in every writing branch.
Oh, yeah.
So the specific book I'm going to recommend is called Ghost Pirate Gambit. It is the first in the Nanshi Chronicles, which is a prequel series to her initial science fiction series, the Blaq Saga, which starts with Double Edged. So if you want to dip your toes in and get a little taste, she does. If you sign up for her newsletter or go to her website, there are free novellas and short stories, or the initial ones. So you can, like, first taste is free. Try it out. But there's also ebooks, and obviously you can get hard copies. Ghost Party Gambit. The reason you should read and like this book, it's leverage in space.
Okay.
I mean, heists, right? Mysteries, found families. The Blaq Saga. So, down the timeline, it's all about like the underworld, mob shit, found family, gritty dark noir. There's a space dragon, y'all.
A space dragon?
Say what?
I can't say more because it's
wait. I'm trying to imagine what that looks like.
I know. You just gotta read the book. That's so I was hooked by the idea of a space dragon, and when I dove in, I found gritty, real world in space, character developed, found families. There's like a deaf character who uses sign language and augmented technology.
That's cool.
It's really good, and I really recommend, like, lots of political intrigue, not at the like politics level, but as the like someone's out to get you, got to figure out people's motivations and find
right.
Okay, yeah, I can dig that.
So when it comes to sci-fi, because I am a massive sci-fi nerd, and so I'm extremely interested in this. But when you're talking about the world, in sci-fi, I think there's like two really common ideas of what a science fiction world can look like. You've got the sort of like pristine utopian, we figured it all out type of sci-fi, where everything is clean and perfect and self-maintaining, or you have the Star Wars Expanse Firefly version of sci-fi where everything is falling apart and dirty and gross,
Huh?
and somehow still space worthy. So,
Right.
This is the latter. This
The
this
latter.
is
Got it.
this is very much this is in other worlds. There was colonialization efforts, imperialism, and then this is an outworld where maybe they're not getting as much attention anymore, right? So
Yeah.
So definitely Firefly.
exploitive stuff, and then when structure's not collectivized, people fill the niches, and which is a lot of history around the mob in Italy or Yakuza in Japan. Like power, like vacuums create structure, and it may not always be the structure that everyone wants, but it's still functional. It's still happening.
Yeah.
I was gonna say too, like within these utopian environments that you described, Switch. Sometimes a book will also they'll have that utopian, like we figured it all out, but it's only one section of that world because everybody else is screwed, and that's
Hunger
how they
Games.
got that.
Hunger
Right?
Games.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Yep.
Cookie. It also made me think of the book series and the show Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
If you think
Very
of that
much.
world, I think
Yeah.
like what Sill's describing could exist in that world too because of the way they've laid that out. But this,
Actually, you know what else kind of fits in that idea is Mass Effect. Which kind of gets left out of a lot of sci-fi conversations because it was a video game first.
yeah,
But Mass Effect's the same kind of thing where you have the Citadel where everything is
Shiny.
clean and pretty.
And then you
But
go
then
to
as
the
soon as you leave the
world.
Citadel, everything's falling apart.
I'll say I should probably have the Mass Effect tie-in novels as a future Sill Selects because they've got some bangers.
Really?
The lore is, I mean, more so like I was never. The graphics were always a couple steps behind. The gameplay was always a step or two behind. But Mass Effect became one of my absolute favorite series ever created in the video game genre because of the story and because of the lore and because of the depth. Like how many different races and how many different stories each race carried and the histories of everything. Like you could sit there and read for days and not ever get to the next mission.
yeah, true. But I'll
I
tell you
have
one thing.
a friend who got me into Mass Effect, and I didn't end up playing it until it was released on the Xbox remastered version.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it was so good. I literally had that thing at the end of that one I think it was at the end of Mass Effect 3 that the internet exploded about. And like my friend's like, how are you a gamer, bro, Cilia? Why are you reacting the exact same way? What happened? Like, explain this to me.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, it was I love Mass Effect 100%.
I've got it
too.
sitting on that shelf right behind my copy of Sonic 2.
I play it. I replay the whole saga, including Andromeda.
Okay,
Maybe
but
once
what's your
a
spec
year.
build?
If I build a man, if I build a male shepherd, he ends up looking like some variation of Wesley Snipes from some movies. And
Paragon?
I've used Vanguard a couple times,
okay.
and I like Sentinel. But I also appreciate. I've tried them all. I don't like Soldier.
Oh,
I don't like Soldier.
really?
I don't like the Soldier spec build. But anyway, sorry. I threw us off topic. Can you hold up the book one more time? I want to see that cover again.
Yeah.
So Ghost
Okay,
Pirate.
because I wanted to see that ship in the background. I was like,
Space Station.
I'm
ship,
actually very
lens
interested
flare.
in checking this out because one, I love to support local, and also I really like the premise of what this. I've been looking for a sci-fi book because I've been reading so much fantasy lately that I think this is gonna make my list of like I need that adventure and a little bit of espionage and a little bit of like I need somebody to get shot at least once or something.
My dad read everything that said Dune on the cover. He introduced me,
including God Emperor with the man face on the.
Mm-hmm.
absolutely everything that was part of the Dune series. My dad was in love with. He also introduced me to Star Trek. I mean, he also introduced me to Star Wars and other sci-fi stuff. You know, Farscape and Babylon 5 and all that. But, but really, he was more about like reading sci-fi than watching. Mm-hmm. And I inherited a good chunk of that from my dad. I became a massive sci-fi fan at this extremely young age because of my dad. And so, like, looking at the cover of that book, that looks exactly like something he would have sitting on his shelf. Like, I honestly, I almost want to read it just because, like, it reminds me of my dad. Which sounds weird. Like I'm not trying to oversell.
No, it doesn't sound weird to me. I think you should do something with that and actually use that as a memory connecting plot. Like maybe you should journal that's experience.
Oh yeah.
My 8 followers would love that.
No, man, no, do it for you. I'm saying journal that experience for you. And if you want to talk about it with some other people, then do that. But do it for you first.
No, I appreciate that. I'm in the middle of a book right now. And I think once I'm done with that, I'm going to be looking for something sci-fi probably. Because the book I'm reading right now is kind of sci-fi, but kind of not. Like it all takes place on Earth, and like there's some sci-fi elements to it, but it doesn't happen in space.
Yeah.
What is it? What are you reading?
Carl.
Don't you, Carter? Yeah. I just finished reading The Woman with 1,000 Faces, and that was definitely a mix of. It was mostly Asian folklore fantasy, but with some sci-fi elements. It's pretty good. Pretty damn good.
I'm in the middle of Mythborn. I'm halfway through, but that's going to be my next one. Well, maybe my third one. It's my every week I feel like my list of books to read is going to grow because of you, which I appreciate.
Yes, that's what we're doing here, and that's what y'all are doing here too, I hope. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you think in the future we could dedicate an episode to talking about our introductory books? Like maybe a 1 or 2 selections of things that like just got us to be who we are right now.
Yes, I mean that is the premise of Eric and my podcast.
Yeah.
It's the central question in our pod is what's in your book DNA? What are the stories that made you the person you are today? And I will talk about that on any given day. I will instantly discuss the things that made us who we are. It's my favorite topic in the world.
Okay,
I definitely could talk about that.
Okay, Sill's ready. Switch is ready. I think I will need a moment.
I would too,
yeah. So we'll talk about that for the future. I would love to get together and talk about like what makes us who, and well, basically, like your podcast. I'd like to answer some of the questions that you ask over there.
Yeah.
Well, I got to talk to you about something about that. So you just put a pin in that.
Okay.
Before we go, can I share a quick bonus book?
Please.
This is called Booze and Vinyl.
Oh.
And what they've done is taken a bunch of well-known records of many different genres, some hip hop, some rock, and they'll pair them with a cocktail.
A pairing guide for listening. I love this.
Yes.
That's amazing.
And I was joking about like listening to books on vinyl. But I do read books about vinyl from time to time. So it's called Booze and Vinyl. I don't know how readily available it is. It's a few years old. I picked it up a while back, and I had been flipping through it again recently. And just being the resident vinyl head,
I love this.
That is dope.
That's
but
fantastic.
we can dedicate a full episode to that another time.
Look, you pull up those whiskey cocktails in that book, and we'll do a deep dive on those.
I low key wish I had a bartender friend that had access to everything, so that I could try some of these cocktails and actually rate some of the pairings and stuff. Because there's some good albums in there. It's just
I wish I had all the albums. All right. Well, we better wrap this up. Sil, will you take us out with anything you might want to say to my viewers, the Slack Pack?
Well, obviously, thank you for joining us today. I want you to read books. I want you to think about books, and I want you to find the stories that bring you joy in your life.
All right. I love that. And then I will say, be safe and stay dangerous, y'all. Goodbye, everybody. Peace.